Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. I got this high premium gold coin for cheap by shopping with the Bean. That's right. Let's take a look at what the coin is, and I'll tell you the story behind it. That was my first ever wire transfer. Some people think that I am wired, and to some point I am wired. But nonetheless, it was quite an experience. Let's take a look inside. Boom! There it is. That's right. It is the famed 2020 1-ounce gold Libertad. That's right, a mintage of 1,100. That's 1,100 of these produced, and this was purchased from LPM. It's a Hong Kong-based precious metals dealer, and they actually have a very nice variety of coins and precious metal products for sure. But they're all the way over in Hong Kong. But this community is something special because Silver Bean Counter did a video where he purchased one of these and pulled it out, and it was one of those types of things where, you know what, talks about shopping with the bean. He does a series of videos talking about making purchases, and you follow along as he navigates different precious metal websites, and he can find some good deals out there and find some very interesting products. It just goes to show you that it pays dividends if you pay attention to what the community is doing. And keeping up with the pulse of the community will pay off for you in the long run. And this is one of those cases that where that occurred. Now, when I say cheap, I'm not talking about like a 6 or 5% premium above spot. There was still a premium to this. But this is the cheapest I've ever been able to find on a gold Libertad anywhere. These things are upwards in the neighborhood of $2,600–2,700 minimum and higher, because they're becoming less and less available. I am started to see them on other dealers. APMEX, I think, has it in an auction going up for close to that price. And in fact, if you buy from APMEX's website, it's well over $3,000. I got this for, when you include all the fees, shipping, wire transfer fees, and everything, it was below $2,200. And that's still a high premium, but for such a low mintage, highly sought after gold coin, that is considered a steal. And in fact, it wasn't that long ago where that was about the going price for a gold eagle. You were paying upwards of over $2,100 for a gold eagle. In fact, at the time that Silver Bean Counter bought his, that was about what he paid. He basically paid regular bullion prices for this coin. I think I paid a little bit more than Silver Bean Counter, but nonetheless, I was when he told me, when he mentioned it in the video, I knew I had to further investigate. But I was wary about buying from a company literally across the other side of the world. Not that I didn't trust them, but it's just the fact that it was the shipping and the like, and having to do a wire transfer to get without, because if you bought it on a credit card, you had to incur, 2-3% fee, and that's quite expensive. If you can avoid doing that by all costs, that's especially for something high dollar as this, it's best to do that. So I initiated a wire transfer, and it was quite a process. You literally have, I believe, 24 hours to get it going once you commit to the purchase. So I had to go to my bank and do it. My first ever time doing a wire transfer, but I made it happen, and it got there and took a while to ship out. But once it did and it got to me, I felt much better having it and seeing it in hand. We're looking at the raw coin now. As you know, I did purchase another one of these that was a graded version where the population is much lower for an MS-70. And not that I was necessarily looking for a graded version of it. It's just all that was available and was considered a pretty good deal for 70 at the time. But when I saw this, I knew I had to act because it was just too good of a deal to pass up. So I want to extend the multitude of gratitude to the Bean, Silver Bean Counter, and I'll post a link to his channel in the description below. You definitely should check him out, and because it could pay dividends for you if you want to accumulate gold or silver. He finds some pretty interesting deals and products. It's not just about the deal; it's about finding cool products. He definitely gets some pretty neat silver, vintage silver, and really cool stuff. He's got a diverse collection and a great channel. He's been in the community for quite a long time, and I've always appreciated Silver Bean Counter as a friend, and also just for his content. And this paid off. And I will also post a link in the description below to LPM.HK, to their new arrivals section for gold. If you're interested, this has been known to pop up from time to time again, and that deal could still be there for you. It's worth the wire transfer fee. It's worth the shipping cost. They are a trustworthy company. I've actually reviewed some products from them in the past. But for something like this, a large purchase like this, it is definitely worth going through the trouble and hassle of doing a wire transfer and paying that, shipping, which is about like $40, which is, when you think about it, that's not too bad considering the premiums that are on this coin other places. You might find other products that you like there as well. This is not a paid advertisement for LPM. I'm just thought this was a great deal, and it was a relatively smooth transaction, all things considered. It was my first wire transfer. So there you have it. And, I am a collector, probably first and foremost, and this is why I jumped on this deal. But I also understand the concept of wealth preservation. And this is why my focus has shifted dramatically back in 2017 towards gold. I do love silver coins. I pay high premiums for silver, things that I enjoy. I mean, I'm protected by the intrinsic value of the silver contained therein. However, you have much more protection, I believe, with gold as a collector. And so you enjoy the beauty of gold, which, by the way, gold does not tarnish. It does not stain. It is a very stable element, and in coin form or round form or bar form, you're going to preserve that beauty. It doesn't tarnish, which is a pretty nice thing. Now I'm going to do a small caveat here. I'm going to try something. This is the first time I'm doing this. I have my precious metals verifier. There has been talk, and I've covered this on my channel in the past, about how Libertads in particular, even though they are 3/9 pure gold, have a tendency to throw off the precious metals verifier. And so we are going to test that theory here with it right now. By the way, we can do it. It'll read through the packaging. Let's see if it reads as 3/9 fine gold, and immediately it does, which is a good thing. So you move it around here on the device, and it does have electrolysis or whatever. So it does tend to, the light bounces off. So sometimes you got to move it around, but it does show here. And I think mostly where that was in the 2018 reverse proof. Gold Libertad is where the problems were, but this Libertad appears to show as pure gold on the precious metals verifier. So that pleases me immensely, because I'm buying from a company in Hong Kong, having to pay to ship it back if it were fake, and even have to deal and explain all that would be quite an ordeal. So there you have it. So LPM is a trustworthy company for those who might be interested in making this kind of purchase. And also, Silver Bean Counter is a trustworthy and great channel, precious metals channel, who has actually been featured on a major news program too, which is pretty exciting to see a member of the community get that kind of coverage. But he's a great guy, and I encourage you to check his channel out. And I want to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for checking out this channel and this video in particular, and this coin in particular. All right, very good. All right, have a wonderful day, a multitude of gratitude, and I want to encourage you to please rate this video. If a thumbs up is if you think it's worthy of a thumbs up, I do appreciate that. And comment on this video, share it with all of your brethren and sisterin. Comment on the video and subscribe.